Hey guys, how's it going? I hope you're having an awesome day. I'm continuing with my Kylie Minogue journey, and I can't tell you how excited I am to be here at Impossible Princess. I have been wanting to listen to this album for months and months and months, even before I went on my Kylie Minogue journey, starting with Fever that I recorded. I don't even remember when, probably during the summer sometime. Even before I went on my Madonna journey, I have been wanting to listen to Impossible Princess since last summer of 2019. I've been holding off. Here we are, finally at 1997. I am so pumped. I'm so ready. I'm honestly gonna start hyperventilating. That's how excited I am. I feel like a kid on Christmas morning. I went to bed last night. I'm like, I'm gonna be filming Impossible Princess tomorrow. I get to listen to Impossible Princess for the very first time tomorrow. Here we are, and I'm super pumped. There are 12 tracks on the regular edition. From my knowledge, I don't think I have heard any of these songs before, but like always, if I start listening to it and it sounds familiar, I'll let you guys know. But from my knowledge, looking at the track list, I don't think I've heard a single one of these songs yet. Ugh. There is also a deluxe edition I'll be digging into. It looks like there are three bonus tracks that aren't remixes. Love Takes Over Me, Tears, and This Girl, for a total of 15 tracks from Impossible Princess. But before I dig into Impossible Princess, I will be listening to a song she recorded with Nick Cave and the Bad Seeds. She released a song with him in 1995. The album dropped in 1996. His album, Murder Ballads, Where the Wild Roses Grow. So this was a collaboration she did with Nick Cave and the Bad Seeds. I love Nick Cave and the Bad Seeds. And one day I do want to go on my Nick Cave and the Bad Seeds discography journey, but honestly, I don't even know when that will be. Nick Cave and the Bad Seeds, from what I've heard, I mean, I haven't heard many of his songs before. The one song I know I've heard for sure is Red Right Hand, which I heard for the first time from the 1996 film Scream, which I absolutely love. I watched that movie for the first time when I was like 7 years old. It's rated R. I'm sure you know what the movie's about. It's a slasher film from the 90s, and my parents let me watch it. I remember watching Scream 2 for the first time on New Year's Eve with my mom, and I was like 7 or 8 years old. Wow. Anyway, enough talking. Let's get into the music. Before I get into Impossible Princess, I will dig into the collaboration that Kylie did with Nick Cave and the Bad Seeds, Where the Wild Roses Grow. I'm actually super excited, so let's get into it.
On the second day I brought her a flower, so sweet and scarlet and free.
I nodded my head as I lay on the bed. If I show the roses where you found
Beauty must die, and I leant down and painted a rose guillotine.
They call me the wild rose, for my name was Eliza Day.
Okay, so that was Nick Cave and the Bad Seeds with Kylie Minogue. And I really enjoyed the song, man. I love his voice so much. It's so subtle yet powerful and haunting and gorgeous. And I could honestly listen to his voice all day. I definitely want to listen to the rest of his music now. And I feel like his voice and Kylie's voice go well together. In terms of the actual song, I thought it was very haunted. I don't really know the meaning behind the song as I'm reading the lyrics. They called me the Wild Rose, but my name was Eliza Day. So if you know the meaning behind the song, just leave a comment. I thought it was a very beautiful song, but at the same time, it was a little morbid, and it's a song that if I just wanted to chill and relax, I would just put on some Nick Cave and the Bad Seeds with Kylie Minogue, or what have you, without Kylie. Any one of his albums. There's just something about his voice that's so haunting, and I love it. So now let's get into the main event of this video, Impossible Princess. Super pumped, super excited. Let's get into it with track number one, Too Far.
Taste damn, it's bitter and I'm all the sweetness again. The taste that I agree with. Can pass these pills into my too far. You know I see. Will I find a way around this sanity? Too far, too far. Too far.
Wow. I was not expecting that at all. I knew going into this record that it was going to be a bit different from what I've heard before in Kylie Minogue's discography. Wow, talk about being experimental. Girl, wow. Strangely enough, I liked it. I didn't really know what to make of it. It was so different from her past work. Wow. I think I should be prepared for a little bit of a mindfuck of an album. Wow. Track number one, Too Far. I enjoyed it. It was different. So different from what she's released before. She has come a long way, I gotta say. The moaning, I love it. Whenever there's moaning in a song, I mean, take me now. So you know what? I enjoyed it. I still don't really know what to expect from the rest of this record. All I know is that it's probably gonna be very experimental and different from what she's released before. Wow, okay. Interesting. Now let's move on to track number two, Cowboy Style.
Shed my skin since you came in. Where do you end and I begin? Creation of my modern dreams. Cowboy style with a peaceful style. You are from the top of you stay. Found my voice to have my say. You take me close, too far away. My future life has just begun. Cowboy style with a peaceful style. Cowboy style with a peaceful style. I'm frightened, I'm aroused. I'm elected to the Cowboy style.
Okay, so that was track number two, Cowboy Style. Kylie, what are you doing to my ears? Wow. She's tried all sorts of new things with this record so far. Cowboy Style, I don't even have energy to read the lyrics because the music itself is just so consuming. Like I can't even read along to the lyrics like I usually do because the music is just taking over my body and my ears. Wow, I love it. Especially this song. She's trying so many different things. Tribal elements with drums, and I'm picking up some folk elements as well. And she's just kind of throwing everything into the bag and just kind of seeing what she gets. And I guess that's the very definition of being experimental. Just try new things. And I like it. I like this record so far. It's so different from not only what I've heard before in Kylie's discography, but from any pop artist. Wow, I'm a little shook right now. Okay, so now let's move on to track number 3, Some Kind of Bliss. Yeah, so that was track number 3, Some Kind of Bliss. I think this is my favorite track on the record so far. I love it. Again, so many different instruments and the production so far. I mean, it's just a mixed bag. I honestly don't know what I'm gonna get every time I go into one of these songs. Electric guitar, I think I might have heard the violin at one point. Maybe even some trumpets. I don't know. I just feel like this album so far is just a mixed bag of so many different instruments, and I'm liking it so far. Like I said, it's so different from what she's released before, and she had balls, I imagine, fucking balls to release an album like this. I mean, pop stars nowadays, they don't have the balls to release an album like this. Wow, I love it. So track number 3, Some Kind of Love, or Some Kind of Bliss. Wow. Um, Some Kind of Bliss, my favorite track of the record so far. I love the melody. I just love everything about that song. So 2 thumbs up. Oh, okay. We're already on track 4. I mean, I'm honestly having so much fun. I mean, time flies by when you're having fun. I imagine Kylie must have had so much fun recording this record. So now let's move on to track number 4, and Did It Again. Oops, I did it again.
Clever girl, think you are, but you think too much. Clever girl, think you know, but you don't know much. You know it's all in your head. You better put that business to bed. You met with the monster in your mind. You did it again. You did it again. Clever girl. Think you're right, but it's right from wrong. You're all messed up. No, it's all in your head. You better put that business to bed. Did it again. You did it again. Won't you listen to me when I'm telling you it's not good for you? The monster in your mind. You did it again. You did it again. Won't you listen to me when I'm telling you it's not good for you?
Okay, and that was track number 4, Did It Again. This was another track that I enjoyed. And I feel like this is one of those records where I'm gonna have to listen to it multiple times to actually fully grasp it. I'm just finding it difficult to give an opinion on these songs because they're just so different from what I'm used to. I like this song, and it was very interesting, but I think I have to listen to it multiple times to actually form an opinion on it. I liked it. I mean, so far, I'm gonna be honest with you guys, this isn't a Kylie record that I would continuously go back to. But I do enjoy it. I do enjoy listening to it. It's just not a go-to Kylie record, in my opinion. But I still enjoy it. I still enjoy it. I appreciate what she's tried and what she's doing with this record. And that's why I love it. She could have just released another pop record. But why do that? I mean, she's released so many already. I mean, change it up already. I mean, that's probably one of my biggest pet peeves when it comes to not just a pop artist discography, but anybody's discography is when they release the same music over and over and over and over again. They might make some tweaks, they might add some new elements, but in general, it's always the same sounding. And I think that's why I appreciate this record so much, is because it's so different. And like I said, she had balls to release a record like this. So I've enjoyed it so far. So now let's move on to track number 5, Breathe.
Don't blame me just because I'm bored. I'm needy, thinking about it. Oh, I'm helpless about the way I'm thinking. I'm looking in the space this time. This boy, I'm making my way through my deep.
Okay, so it's track number 5, Breathe, and for some strange reason, I'm picking up Björk vibes. I mean, I could be wrong. I listened to Björk's album Homogenic a few months ago. It was my very first Björk album. It was my very first time listening to Björk ever. And I'm just picking up Björk vibes, just that strange, euphoric experience. Even the lyrics themselves, I'm just having a difficult time understanding the lyrics and picking up their meaning. And it's just reminding me of Björk for some reason, so. And in terms of the actual song, I enjoyed it. Again, I feel like this isn't really a Kylie record I would go back to all the time. I'm enjoying listening to it, and like I said many times already, I like how experimental it is. I'm just having difficulty understanding the meaning behind the lyrics. I guess this goes back to what I said previous, is that I'm having a difficult time actually reading the lyrics as I'm listening to these songs because I'm just letting the music take over my body, and I don't even have time to read the lyrics because I'm just so in tune with the actual music. But I enjoyed the song. I liked it. So now let's move on to track number 6, Say Hey.
It's getting late. You might be sleeping. Away. Don't want to disturb you. I'm missing you. I wish you were with me.
Okay, so that was track number 6, Say Hey. I don't know about you guys, but once again, I'm picking up Björk vibes. I could be wrong, but it sounds very reminiscent of Björk. I don't know if she was influenced by Björk, but I can hear it, especially in this song, track number 6, Say Hey. I mean, I've only listened to Björk's Homogenic record. I haven't listened to her whole discography, but from what I've heard in Homogenic, this sounds like Björk, in my opinion. I enjoyed it. It's a good inclusion on the record, and again, it's very experimental, just like the rest of the record. And I think what I'm gonna have to do, I don't normally do this, but I really want to know what people were saying when this record was released. So I really want to look at the star ratings and the reviews. I usually don't look at the reviews or star ratings for an album until after I'm done listening to the record. I like to form my own opinion and then look at what other people were saying when the album was released. But I really want to see what people were saying when this album dropped. And apparently it was very mixed. It was divided. Half the people were positive, and the other half were just flat out negative. I'm seeing 2 stars out of 5, 4 out of 10, and I'm seeing a lot of 4s and, some in betweens, like 3. I'm seeing positive. So it looks like it was pretty divided when this album was released. It even says here, critical reception Impossible Princess was divided by regions, particularly between the UK and throughout, Australasia? What is that? Maybe my sense of geography sucks, but I've actually never... Australasia. Am I an idiot? What is that? Is that like Australia and Asia? I'm sorry, I'm just a fucking idiot sometimes. Anyway, so yeah, I mean, I can see why people labeled Minogue a total fraud. Wow. James Dean Bradfield labeled Minogue a total fraud. Okay, interesting. So I can see why people were very indifferent to this record and didn't like it. I mean, I'm not really looking at the reviews right now. I'm just kind of browsing through what people said, but I've enjoyed it. It's very different, and I'm just a lot to process right now. So let's keep trucking along with track number 7, Drunk.
I'm suffocating with desire.
What is happening?
For you.
Okay, and that was track number 7, Drug. I felt drunk listening to that song. Oh my god, that song was just messing with my brain. I really enjoyed that song. It was a total mindfuck, and I'm finding it difficult to put into words what I'm feeling right now. There hasn't really been a song on here I've disliked so far. They've all been very consistent and solid. I don't think I've loved any of the tracks so far, but I haven't hated any. I've just thoroughly enjoyed them. So now let's move on to track number 8. I Don't Need Anyone. Okay, so that was track number 8. I Don't Need Anyone. Wow, Kylie, a strong, independent woman you are. You don't need anyone. You don't need no man. You don't need no woman. I don't need anyone except for someone that I don't know. And I actually really enjoy this song more so because I feel like it's more rock influence. The electric guitar, I love the electric guitar. I love classic rock. Anything with an electric guitar, I just get instant hard on. I mean, I love it. And I actually really enjoyed this song. And yeah, I mean, I'm still in a little bit of a mind fuck after listening to this record so far. It's really unlike anything I've heard before, and I guess that's a testament to how many records I've listened to compared to probably some of you. I mean, essentially zero compared to all the albums you guys have probably listened to over the years and decades. I haven't listened to many records in my lifetime, so maybe there are more records that sound like this, I just haven't listened to them yet. But to me, this is like totally brand new. So now let's move on to track number 9, Jump.
If I'm scared, let me lose it. If I'm hungry, let me have it. If I'm wrong, let me learn it. If I'm grubby, let the dirt. I have dread and fear and light and laughter. I know there is I ever after. To the future and jump. If I'm sad, let the tears run. I have dread and fear and light and laughter. Ignorantly, it only hurts sometimes. I run to the future and jump. I have dread and fear and laughter. I know. I run to the future and jump.
And that was track number 9, Jump. And again, I'm picking up more Björk vibes. The production of the song and me having difficulty understanding what the lyrics mean. Maybe I'm an idiot. It's very poetic, and I can see why a lot of people would analyze this record and analyze the lyrics. I mean, it's very open to that analysis and such. I enjoyed the song. It's a good inclusion on the record. It sounds like the rest of the record. And I enjoyed it for what it's worth. I'm still trying to process this record, and I'm liking it so far. Again, this isn't a Kylie Minogue record I would always go back to. It's not really an album I would listen to in the car or at a party. It's not an album I would really dance to. It's more so a record if I was just tired, I need to relax. I would put on some Impossible Princess and lay down, and I don't know, just relax to it. So now let's move on to track number 10, Limbo. Okay, so that was track number 10, Limbo, and you know what? I really enjoyed that song. I love the rock influence. I mean, Kylie and rock. I mean, could you imagine if she released a rock and roll record? I would die. I really enjoyed the song. I love the production on this song, just like all the others. And I enjoyed listening to it. It was fun, enjoyable, and to me, this is probably one of my favorites on the record. Okay, so now let's move on to track number 11, Through the Years.
This fever I have is because of you. The flames are light and bleed at my ears. My body was porous. Through the years, you blinded me with all your light. I wish I could see now. I believe in you. Through the years, I believe in you. Don't wonder why. I'm getting all the pretensions of you. Through the years,
And that was track number 11, Through the Years. Yes, I really enjoyed this song. There's something very bluesy about it, very jazzy, and I really enjoyed it. It was putting me in such a mellow mood. Sway my body, snapping. I love this song. Through the Years, track number 11. I really enjoyed it. So we have made it to the end of the regular edition of this record, track number 12, Dreams.
have every man, but to love only one. To wake with the moon and sleep with the sun. To be a sinner and saint, a lover and friend, believer in truth, defendant of lies. To know the purest love, the deepest pain. These are the dreams. Planet of things, believe in the sacred. You break every rule to give into pleasure with no boundaries. They want to escape this world.
Okay, and that was the final song on the regular edition of Impossible Princess, track number 12, Dreams. I actually really enjoyed this song. It's actually one of my favorites on the record. And I thought it was a very beautiful song. She mentions Impossible Princess, the title of this record. And I really like the lyrics in this song in particular. To the power of wealth and poverty, taste every moment, try everything, to be hailed as a hero, branded a fool, believe in the sacred and break every rule, to feel a touch of a man, a woman's caress, to know the limits of torture and tenderness. These are the dreams of an impossible princess. It's a way of dealing with all the feelings, keep believing in dreams. It's a way of dealing with all the feelings, keep believing in dreams. To me, probably one of the highlights of the record. I really enjoyed this song, so I love it. So that is that. So now let's move on to the deluxe edition of Impossible Princess. There are 3 bonus tracks. There's a whole bunch of remixes, but I won't be listening to those. I will be listening to them off camera because I can only imagine the remixes to some of these songs must be mind-blowing. So let's move on to track number 1 on disc 2 of the deluxe edition. Love Takes Over Me.
In the world of you, where you take me to let you in, love takes on me. I can feel it, I can taste it, and your love takes over me. Take me now, I can't take no more. I fall prey to this. Pleasure is my only guide. Magic is running through my veins. So hurt me now. Heal myself for rain. When your love takes over me,
So that was track number 1, Love Takes Over Me on the deluxe edition. I really enjoyed this track. I wish it was included on the regular edition. I loved it. Again, I love the production. It's very weird and I feel like I should be on drugs listening to this record and this song. I mean, I'm experiencing all kinds of things right now, and I enjoyed this track. Love Takes Over Me, so 2 thumbs up. Now let's move on to track number, what is this? Track number 5, Tears. Okay, so that was track number 5, Tears. Yes, this was a total bop. I absolutely love this song. I feel like track number 5, Tears, it's actually a really, really great song. And I retract my original statement when I said that this isn't necessarily a record I would really dance to. But I feel like there's bops on here that I'll actually, move my body to, I'll get down to, I'll dance to. So I retract that initial statement of not dancing to this record because honestly, I would. And I can also see why she didn't include Tears on the regular edition of this record. I feel like Tears isn't the most experimental song on the record. I feel like it's the least experimental. It's just a very classic pop bop, if that makes sense. I feel like it's not as experimental and weird and different as all the other tracks I've listened to. So I can see why she put it on the deluxe edition. Anyway, let's move on to the final track on the Disc 2 Deluxe Edition. This is track number 12, This Girl. Okay, so that was the final track of this video and the deluxe edition of Impossible Princess, This Girl. I enjoyed the song. It was a sweet, short song, and I was picking up country influences. She's saying, I'm not interested in fitting in, I only want to be this girl. And I feel like this is the most commercial song on the record. I don't feel like it's experimental by any means. I feel like it doesn't fit in with the rest of the record. It's just a classic pop song. And I feel like it should even be included on Impossible Princess, the regular or deluxe edition. It just does not fit in with the rest of the aesthetic of the record. It's still a good song. She might have included it on another record, I feel like, or she should have. I just don't feel like it fits in with this record, but it's a nice song. I enjoyed it. I like the meme behind it. So that is that. That is Impossible Princess. And wow, I was not expecting that. I kind of was expecting it, but at the same time, I wasn't. I was expecting something different, but not this different. I mean, I'm so happy I listened to this record finally. Kylie, you have come such a long way since your debut record. Wow. I have so many thoughts that I probably won't be able to share them with you on camera. I'm gonna have to sit down and digest this record and listen to it multiple times. I enjoyed it, and I would definitely listen to it again. Again, it's not really a pop record I would go back to. I wouldn't really listen to it all the time, but I did enjoy it. I did like the risk she took with this record. You need to take risks, and not just if you're a pop star or a musician. If you're just an everyday person, I mean, it's very important to take risks in life in general. And I'm very proud. I'm hoping she's proud of this record. I did read a little bit of the information about this record on the Wikipedia page, and apparently that, she said that she won't release another record like Impossible Princess again. And saying that, I do hope she's proud of this record. I'm proud of her for what she accomplished with this record. And I will give it two. I don't know if I want to give it 1 or 2. I mean, I liked it. I did love it. I'm just gonna say that I did love this record. I liked it though. I liked how different it was and the different sounds, instruments, different genres she's played around with. I feel like a lot of the melodies weren't very memorable, but I feel like that wasn't the point of the record. It wasn't to be this crazy commercial record, or maybe it was. I don't know. I don't know how a record like this could be commercial. But definitely the experimentation took the driver's seat, and the actual melodies and what have you weren't as prominent as on her other records. So what are your thoughts on the record? Did you love it? Did you hate it? Did you think it was just okay? Tell me why in the comments. And if you were alive, how do I want to word this? If you were old enough to appreciate Kylie Minogue's discography at this time in 1997, what did you think of this record when it dropped for the first time? After listening to everything she's released so far up until Impossible Princess, she releases an album like this. And what was the talk around the water cooler? What were your friends saying? What were critics saying? What were everyday people saying? How did music stations take it? How are people reacting to this record? Like I told you earlier in this video when I checked up on the reviews for this record, a lot of hit or misses, a lot of mediocre reviews. A lot of people either didn't like it or they loved it. A lot of people were split on this record. I don't know how this album has aged. I don't know if people are now loving this record. I don't know if it's a classic now. I mean, let me know in the comments. And yes, I think that's all I wanted to say. So thanks for watching, guys. You can find me on Instagram, you can find me on Twitter, you can recommend other albums I should check out from any artist from any decade. I'm open to almost anything, and I had fun listening to this record, I gotta say. I enjoyed it. So thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.